battery fully charged.
Am I really muted? Thanks, Conflict. I feel so stupid when I do that, guys. But I was saying that Conflict almost beat 8 in here. I don't think anyone's ever beat 8 either. And my cat's in my lap. What's up, guys? I'm super excited. This is going to be our first show using our very own projections. Kenny, get down. I'm trying to work. Man, I'm stoked. This is going to be awesome. We're gonna win some money today, gents. How's everybody doing? That's right, almost and almost don't count. What's up, Chubbs? Hope you guys are doing well. If you are a premium member, please check the DFS Plays chat. I posted the projections in there. You can just download them, and if you are on LineStar, go to Settings, Import Projections, choose the file, and then Name and Custom FanDuel Projections. There are some players that have a junior in their name, or like Sengun that has an accent in their name that you do have to manually map. We are going to get that fixed in the future, but for now it's okay. Or anyone that has like a second in their name. But for now it's okay. Like I said, we're going to get that fixed in the future. Just a little extra legwork we got to do. But how's everybody's day going? I don't know about you guys, but we are having a snowstorm come towards us in Alabama. We're supposed to get 6 inches of snow in Alabama. Like, what? So, we are definitely not prepared for that. I don't care about any of those guys. That's right, Don. I love your positivity, brother. We taking down tonight, boys. It's been far too long since we've had a takedown. It's been like a month, but still. We got some news here. Nothing important in my opinion, but Sam Merrill is available to play. Yeah, there's a way to fix that, Jose. I'm going to do some research and try to get on that, brother. We got 10 viewers. If my cat would leave me alone, ow, your claws hurt, we would start. Get down. You've got the cat tree right there. But without further ado, let's hop into it, ladies and gentlemen. Go give us a retweet. Seawolf's already on it. Go give us a retweet. Helps tremendously. But let's get into it. Yeah, center is rough today, brother. I'm going to be honest. It's going to be a lot of Trace Jackson Davis there for me today. But without further ado, at point guard, Buddy Hield looks great. He's just too cheap. I know Dennis Schroeder's still starting, but he should get plenty of minutes with all their injury news. I appreciate it, Jose. That's the World Series jersey. I'm a diehard Cardinals fan, but Ohtani is my favorite player, so I had to have one. First ever jersey I've ever owned that wasn't a Cardinals jersey. But Buddy Hield, he looks fantastic today. I'm probably going to be over the field on him. There's still a lot of injury news we got to get out of Golden State. But if we look at Golden State, where they at? Curry is questionable. Pat Spencer is not going to play. And Lindy Waters is just doo-doo. I think Lindy Waters might have got ruled out too. I can't remember. Maybe he didn't. I'm just thinking of stuff. Regardless, Buddy Hield looks solid. I'm going to be over the field on him. He's currently sitting at 30%. Well, I'm not going to be over the field. Never mind. He's sitting at 30% owned. I didn't realize he was that high owned. But still love him. Going to have a lot of him. Probably will be around the field. Darius Garland is a core piece for me today. Toronto's terrible. We just got Curry in. Well, that hurts Buddy. Moody's out. That helps Buddy. Did we get Curry out? I didn't even see that. I seen Mooney out. Curry and Green are in. Okay. Appreciate you, Potent and Don. But regardless, Darius Garland, absolute core piece for me today. I'm going to be way above the field. He's only 14% owned, and I know this is going to sound crazy, but I'm on around 35-40% of Garland. With no Spider on the floor, give me all the Darius Garland. And I'm going to double down and say the same thing for Ty Jerome. He is a great fantasy point per minute player when he gets the minutes. He's a 1.21 fantasy point per minute player. And I'm going to be honest with you, our projections had him much higher. I had to manually lower him because it had him for 30 fantasy points. And I was scared if I left him at 30 fantasy points, nobody would play him. They would think it was a mistake. And to be safe, I lowered him. But Ty Jerome today, I love him. He would be a core piece if he had dual position eligibility, him or Garland. I don't want to make two Cavalier guards a core piece. And I love Garland. I love Ty Jerome. I'm going to have a ton of both of them. And I'm sure a lot of my builds tonight will have them both in the point guard spot. But I wasn't going to do that to the core for you. Quickly's grading out nicely. I never have a problem playing Quickly. He has upside every night. Curry looking great now that we know he's playing. Dennis Schroeder grading out a little better than I'm comfortable with. Like, these are our projections, but Schroeder just always scares me. I want to be a little bit underweight on him compared to everybody else. I might manually reduce his projection depending on how much of him I'm getting. Colin Sexton looks good. I'm always happy to see Colin Sexton in my lineup. I mean, since December 19th, almost a month, the lowest he scored is 28. If you're playing cash game, I think Colin Sexton's a home run. He's not going to let you down with a, 10-point fantasy performance he did on December 13th, but only played 24 minutes. He's going to get a lot more minutes than that tonight. Fred VanVleet's grading out pretty well. Don't mind some VanVleet. John Morant, if he plays, is grading out really well for me. I am a bit worried about a minutes limit, but I mean, he's only been out since December 29th, so get a low on John Morant. You never want to say no to that. Scary Terry looks good. Always like playing Terry Rozier. He is 30% or 31% owned though, but I don't mind Terry. He's always done good things for me. I know he's not the best basketball player, and he's had a lot of down games this year, but it's just kind of like the games I've rostered him, he's done really well. Trae Young, always happy to play Trae. I really thought his projection would be higher today. I might manually boost him because of all the pay-ups today, he's probably my favorite. The Suns are just terrible against the point guard position. Really want some Trae in my lineups today. Dinwiddie's fine. Kind of know what you're getting there. Cade's price is just through the roof, but I mean, his play justifies it. He did have a down game against Brooklyn, but he only played 23 minutes. I just can't pay this price for Cole Anthony. I know the upside is there, but I really want to avoid this Minnesota-Orlando game, guys. I don't know if you can see it up here, but the total is 199.5. They don't even think this game's going to break 200 points. Going down the line here, Banton, he's grading out well, but I don't want any Delano Banton. I'm going to manually reduce that. Dyson Daniels, price is just really hefty. He has the upside, so if you want to play him in a GPP, be my guess. Tyler Hero, he's just not been playing that great lately. And our projections are reflecting that. They don't expect him to do much either. The consensus projection for him is almost 40, but ours is at 35.81. And then the rest of these guys are really just MME only plays for me. If you have somebody you want me to talk about, let me know. I'm happy to talk about them. At the 2 guard, Jaime Jaquez grading out phenomenally. Our projection's lower than consensus, and he's still looking phenomenal. The only thing I can say though is I don't like his ownership. I think he's the most owned player on the slate. Yeah. Right now, according to LineStar, Jaime Jaquez is the most owned player on the slate at 38%. Now, I don't mind Jaime, but to be honest, I'd rather just pivot to Terry Rozier for the same price. Terry's getting quite a lot of ownership too at 31%, so it probably wouldn't make much of a difference. We talked about all of these guys. Amon Thompson. Borderline core piece, he might be in the core for me. This guy's just out of this world. Last 2 games, 46 and 53 fantasy points. I don't expect anything to slow him down. 1.18 fantasy point per minute player. Just does everything. I love Amon Thompson. Karis LeVert grading out very well, not pulling near as much ownership as I thought he would. Currently sitting at 7%, but I do believe that will go up. Great spot for Karis tonight. Dylan Brooks grading out pretty well. Happy to have him in my lineups. I know he's played down lately, but he does have that upside in him. He showed it to us this year. You want to get really different. This is a play I know 8-Legged Ape in the chat would probably like Max Strus. Only pulling 3% ownership on Max Strus. 3%. This guy's got the upside. Perfect game to give him more minutes too. Really like a Max Strus shark play tonight. Ty Jerome's sitting around 10% right now. Oh, I totally skipped Jalen Green. I think Green's totally fine. But you know what you get with Jalen. He is pretty scoring dependent, but the last 3 games he's been on fire. Played 30 plus minutes going back to December 23rd. He has played 30 plus minutes in each game. I do not expect that to decrease, and if his shot's falling, you know he's going to be in the winning lineup. He shot north of 20 shots 5 games in a row. I hate playing a shot-dependent player, but when you're shooting the ball 20 times a game or more, happy to have you in my lineup. Malik Beasley grading out well. Don't mind him. Devin Booker looks pretty good, but he is pulling 36% ownership. You guys know I'm not really the hangout. Or sorry, I was looking at Discord. I'm not really the ownership type player. I try to build the highest scoring lineup I can regardless of ownership, whether it's chalky or completely different. But today's slate has so many chalk pieces that just have me scratching my head. I feel like my builds are going to be very different today. I mean, I like Devin Booker, but I don't like him 36% owned. Anyway, Shaedon Sharp's fine. Don't mind him. Another scoring dependent player though. And for 6,300, I would rather just find the $400 more and get to Jalen Green. Klay Thompson's fine. I think KD's also very owned, brother. Let me look. Yeah, KD's 34% owned, Don. Devin Booker's 31. So, like, they're both just chalk city. Klay Thompson's fine. Don't mind him. Grayson Allen. I'm not there. Quentin Grimes. I mean, Grimes got the upside. He really does. Portland's bad, and he's only pulling 2% ownership. I think Quentin Grimes could definitely be interesting. Speaking of Asar 8, he was next up to talk about. I like him, don't mind him, but if he's not starting, I don't know how much I'll get to him. He's only 3% owned. Tim Hardaway, I can never stomach playing. KCP, I mean, if you land on KCP, last guy in, sure, but I just don't want anyone from this game. That's right, Don. Hit the like button, guys. I can't say thank you enough. Hit the subscribe button. We do these shows every day. And join our Discord. It's free, linked in the chat, and you can ask me questions anytime after the slate starts in there. Bogdanovich, it's weird. They said he was on track to play, and then earlier we got a midday downgrade to questionable again. I don't know what's going on with him. I really don't. Time Lord was ruled out. Does nothing for me. So, I mean, honestly, he's just not even grading out that well for me anyway. I'm probably just going to take him out of my player pool. Duncan Robinson, not grading out great for me. He's just not getting the minutes. I know he's got the upside. And Utah sucks. But just give me Terry or Jaime. Blazers are good. All of them. I would not say the Blazers are good. They're 13 and 23. Unless you're talking about them like just as pure DFS plays. Jaden Hardy, he's fine, but I would just rather get to Grimes. I know it's a big price discrepancy, but Hardy, while he's safe, I don't think he has the upside to win you a tournament. Kamara's fine. Kamara would probably be my favorite Blazer if I had to pick one. Then from here on, it's just MME plays for me. Nobody really standing out. Now, I take back what I said. Kamara would not be my favorite Blazer. It'd be Ayton. Denny looks good too. Moving over to small forward, Kyle Anderson, as much as it pains me to say this, is grading out phenomenally. I can never depend on slow-mo. Last year, he killed me every time I rostered him. Haven't rostered him a single time this year. That's going to change today, and it scares the shit out of me. Scares me to death. Yeah, 8. I don't know what's going on with his minutes, brother. I truly don't know what's going on with his minutes. I know, Don. I hate saying it. He's just grading out so well. And it's not even just our projections. I checked around the industry. He's grading out great for everybody. Moving down the line, KD is grading out really well, but again, 34% owned. Like, damn. We talked about a lot of these guys, actually. I really like Larry Markkinen tonight. He's pulling 15% on. I think he has almost the same upside as KD. But he's just going to have to do everything for this team. I really like some Laurie. Tobias Harris, I don't know what happened, but he decided to start playing good basketball again. Did have a down game last game out, but he only played 26 minutes. I don't mind Tobias today. If he falls in my lineup, I'm happy with it. Najee Marshall looks fine. Don't mind him. He did let me down against the Lakers, but he still played 29 minutes. He only shot 2 for 11. If he shot better that game, he probably would have paid off. Talked about most of these guys already. Ryan Dunn's grading out decently. That does scare me. I'm never happy to get Ryan Dunn in my lineups, but if he's your last guy in, I don't mind it. Zachary Risher, he's grading out decently, but another guy I just hate having in my lineups, especially if you're playing GPP, which is all I play, because he's a 0.83 fantasy point per minute player, and just look at this chart. He doesn't have the upside to win you a tournament. He's never going to take over a game. He hasn't got 40 fantasy points. I just want to try to find somebody else. Jonathan Isaac would be a monster if he got the minutes, but he never gets the minutes. But last game against New York, he played 25. If you can guarantee me that he's going to play 25 minutes again, I'll have 100% Jonathan Isaac. But you just never know because they're so risky with his. God, I hope Ryan Dunn does not play the center. I guess he's taller than I thought he was. He's 6'8". But Iguodala's usually playing center for him, if it's not Nurk or Plumlee. I didn't realize Ryan Dunn was 6'8". I thought he was smaller than that. Denny, I like Denny. I play a lot of Denny. Johnny Juzang, I haven't even looked on DK at his price. What's his price, Danny? I don't mind Juzang, I really don't, but he would have to be cheap for me. I'm saying 4K or under if I was to roster him on DK today. I usually swap the DK after FanDuel, but I'll look real fast for you. He's 4K? Yeah, he's grading out pretty well at 4K. Let's see, where were we? Tristan Da Silva, I mean, he makes me want to puke watching him play basketball, but he does have upside. Everybody else, just MME plays for me, though. Nobody's sticking out here. Power forward, you guys already know I love him. He's had some down games lately, but he's a core piece for me today. Trace Jackson Davis. I mean, we rode that high for so long, where he was underpriced, nobody was playing him. I truly feel like we were the first, like, company or industry on him, because we loved him. We were all over him. I really love some TJD today. Gonna be a lock for me, a core piece for me. Jared Allen, grading out really well. Dude just had a monster game against OKC. I think you're okay today playing. I wouldn't doubt it, Chubbs. I have before too. I think you're all right playing Allen or Mobley today. But for me, it's Allen. I really like Allen. He's grading out better. I'm going to have quite a bit of Allen. Amon Thompson gets so many rebounds. I love Amon Thompson. He's borderline core for me today. Probably will be a core piece for us today. You like Davis too? What Davis are you talking about, Danny? Okongwu was still questionable, but he's grading out very well. Ty Jerome, Buddy Hield, Jaime Jaquez, KD, Jared Allen, Spencer Dinwiddie, Lasar Thompson, and Bam. I think that's perfectly fine, Donnie. To me, your only question mark there is Dinwiddie, which we know Dinwiddie has the upside, but sometimes he just doesn't play basketball. We got any news here? Yep. Okay, interesting. Cavs starting Garland, Karis LeVert, Dean Wade, Mobley, Allen. So with Karis LeVert starting, he is going to be a lock. Oh, absolutely, Danny. I love that, then. Karis LeVert starting is a lock, guys. Karis over Ty Jerome, locking him up. Cade is 16% owned. Let's get back to power forward. Let's get through FanDuel here real fast. So Okongwu, if he plays, he's grading out pretty well. Talked about most of these guys. PJ Washington, you guys know that's another guy we've really been on heavy for a while. I like him today. Not a core piece, but really like him. Here's an under-owned play I really like today. Nobody's going to play this guy, but I think he has the upside. Nikola Jovic. He's been eating lately. Multiple 30-plus fantasy point performances. Should get the minutes today. Low owned, only 2% owned. Going against Utah. I really like Jovic today. That's my low owned pick of the day. Draymond Green, you guys know how I feel about him. Scares me to death. I hate playing him because he's always getting ejected or fighting when I play him, but he's grading out decently. Santi Adama's questionable. If he plays, he's fine. And DeAndre Hunter looks good. Goga, I can't play Goga today. Just don't want anyone in this game, truly. Good, Don. Good. Great minds think alike. We're getting a lot of news. My phone's blowing up. Let me check it here. John Morant's still a game time decision, but it looks like the rest of the team is on track to play, it says. And the Raptors are starting quickly. Dick, Barnett, Barnes, and Podol. But at power forward, the rest of these guys are really just MME only for me. Like I said, Evan Mobley looks fine, but I'd prefer Allen. Let's look at center today, which sucks. Clint Capella's grading out decently. Really hope Okongwu misses the game. because then Capella looks much better. But I feel like a Kongwu will play. I wish I had a cool last name like a Kongwu. Such a cool name. I think Ja plays, personally. But that's just, like, I don't have any kind of insider knowledge. But truly, guys, Clint, Trace Jackson Davis, and Jared Allen. Only 3 centers I like today. Nobody else looks good to me. Nobody else looks good to me. I know you're on DK, Danny, so I'll check him out over there real fast. I think that projection's high. I think he's just okay. Like, he's fine. But for 6,700 at point guard, let's see what your options are around there. He's probably your best option. Yeah. I mean, it's either him or Quickly, but with Barnes and Barrett healthy, I would lean Simons there, personally. Going back to FanDuel, it is time to give our core out. First core piece, Darius Garland. Got to lock him in today. Second core piece, where is he? Karis LeVert. I just can't get away from him today, guys. He's too good of a play now that he's starting. Third core piece is going to be Amon Thompson. I want you at small forward, Amon. Fourth core piece is going to be Trace Jackson Davis, power forward or center, whichever you prefer. Last core piece, as much as I want to do it, I can't put Kyle Anderson in there. It's going to be Jaime Jaquez. I know he's chalked, but the matchup's just too good. Of course, Danny. That's why I'm here, bud. I will do this. I will say Kyle Anderson or Jaime Jaquez. Either one. So, I'm going to lock them in. We're going to run the opto while I post this in the Discord. If you guys aren't in our Discord, it's completely free. You can ask me questions in there after the slate locks. Late swap news is so important, and I'm always available in there. Let me post this core in FanDuel, though. There we go. That is posted in the Discord. Yeah, I know Kyle Anderson's crazy, Chubbs, but he's just grading out so well today. My friend picked Sengun and Bam for me. I don't really care for Bam too much today, but when I get done with this, we're going to swap over to the DK side, so I'll be able to take a closer look there. But these are the builds we're getting with Jaime Jaquez in here. And I really like this default 3. With Steph Curry, Malik Beasley, KD, and Capella. But I'm probably going to try to add more Trae Young into mine, like this one here. Oh, this one. Yeah, this one's my favorite. Default 5. I get Jared Allen, Laurie, and Trae. I really like that quite a bit there. That looks good to me. Alright, let's swap over to DK for all the DK guys. Ty Jerome, even not starting, still looks great. Gonna have a ton of them. Karis LeVert is a core piece, though, without a doubt. Love Trae. No Ja, is Scotty still... if Ja's out, yeah, Scotty looks great. Mobley, PJ Washington are marketing. But we're getting 2 core pieces here, guys, for DK. First one's going to be Darius Garland. I know 7,100 seems steep, or 7,300 seems steep over on DK, but you can't get away from that. With no Spida on the floor, it opens up so much usage. Love Garland and LeVert. Love them both. The 2-guard Buddy Hield's looking great. Lindy Waters is also looking good. I think you're fine playing either one. Struce, still low owned. Still low owned. I love Levert, but man, Struce. That's what we're gonna do. We get a little different on the DK core. Max Struce going in the 2-guard position. I still love Levert, but he's not gonna be core. I'm probably gonna have him, but it's Max Struce. We'll get a little risky over on DK. Small forward, we're getting another core piece. Amon Thompson. Love this guy today. Lindy Waters still looks great. Kamara's looking fine. Asar Thompson, if he starts, looks good. If he doesn't start, I don't want him. And then Laurie Markkinen. I love Laurie today over on DK. Love him on both sides, but on DK, he looks really, really good. At power forward, Slow-Mo's looking great over here. Draymond's looking good too, but I always hate playing him. And at center, my best value is TJD, followed by Jared Allen. But last core piece for me is going to be Laurie, actually. I really like some Laurie today over on DK, so that's going to be our DK core. Let's run it and see what we get, and I'm going to post that in the Discord. And look at there, I got some Bam. Not really thrilled about this first lineup, but the second one I really like. Because I get Trae Young, who you guys know I just can't get away from today. Looks great. I really like the way our builds are going though, guys. Yeah, I understand that, Danny. His minutes can be a bit crazy. Chubb says Garland, Curry, Levert, Buddy, Thompson, me, TJD, Mark. I really like that, Chubbs. That looks solid. Looks very solid. We're at the part of the show where I'm a free resource for you guys. Keep me up in the background and let me help you. Build your lineups, and I'm going to be here, and if you have questions, I'm here to help you. Tari Eason was rolled out. Looks like Tim Hardaway Jr. is now questionable. That's going to help Asar Thompson. That midday downgrade, I doubt Tim Hardaway's going to be playing. Asar Thompson could look great now if Tim doesn't play and he gets a start. Wolves starting Ant, DiVincenzo, McDaniels, Randall, Gobert, and Magic's going to start. Cole Anthony, KCP, Tristan and Caleb Houston, Tristan Da Silva, and Goga. 7,000 for utility on DK. Let's take a look at that. Looks like Jared Allen's going to be your best bet. That's who I would rock, Jared Allen. I think Jacob Podol could look good, but I would prefer Jared Allen. Bubbly plus Kessler? Or, oh, Chubbs, no doubt. Market and Allen. Not even close. Not even close for me. Good low on studs. Let's take a look, just sort by projection here. There's so much value today, there's not any for real low on studs. Cade Cunningham at 14% is the lowest all the way down to Ja. And of course, Ja's questionable. That's why his ownership's low. Darius Garland showing 9%. I think that's low. Jaren Jackson's at 6%, but also he's questionable. Scotty Barnes at 5%, but with this whole team healthy, I don't really like playing one of their studs. I mean, hell, even Fred VanVleet's 24, Laurie's 19. Ant's only pulling 12%, but I wouldn't want any part of that game. Jared Allen's only pulling 8%. I like him. I like Jalen Green on DK, Ronnie. Buddy Hield starting good. I like Buddy. Curry, Schroeder, Buddy, Dre, and TJD. Good. Good deal. I like that. I like what we're getting cooked up here, boys. Let's win us a tournament, shall we? You love the Struce play? Yeah, I'm really on Struce today, brother. $4,700 guard on DK. Let's take a look, see what we got here, Ronnie. Well, I mean, Buddy Hield, for some reason his projection's 46.1, but yeah, 100% it's Buddy Hield by far. Not even close. It's Buddy or Karras, and I know you said you didn't really care for Karras. We don't have that news yet, Michael. That I've seen, at least. Kyle says Karras, Thompson, Walter, Jaime, Bam, Garland, Kamara, Young. Really no, Kyle. I think that's solid. I'm not as high on Bam as a lot of the public is, but with that said, I was getting him quite a bit myself just because of the way builds fell today, and center kind of sucks. I don't think Trey is a must play, Ronnie, but he is one of my favorite pay ups. If you're picking one of those guys, it's got to be Trace Jackson Davis, brother. For me, Don, it's TJD. I do really like Jovic tonight, but the chances of him outscoring TJD starting are pretty low. Let's start working on my projections in the background. Or not projection, my lineups. Green and Pippen's ownership. Green is 4.7%, so far too low, and Pippen is 1.7%. Yeah, Jalen Green at that ownership is just far too cheap. Aitner Allen for me today. I actually just went and I liked Jalen Green on my projections because that ownership, give it to me all day, every day. Curry, Buddy, Booker, Jaime, Durant, Najee, Kyle Anderson. That's not as bad as it sounds. Like, I'm going to be honest, I wouldn't run that, Chubbs, but I think it's better than it looks. Laurie, yeah, I like Laurie and Green quite a bit at their ownership today. I think they're perfect, get different spots. 6,000 utility, oops, on DK. I don't know what's going on with Line Star's projection on Buddy, but it's not 46.1. I think Malik Beasley's going to look good, but he's not going to look that good. For me, it's either DeAndre Ayton or Draymond Green. I would lean Ayton strongly, though. Ronnie. I don't mind that, Don. I'm disgusted. I might play it. Jalen Green or Cole Anthony, FanDuel last spot. Jalen Green by a mile, brother. Jalen Green by a mile. Lively and PJ. Let's see here. Derek Lively is 2.9% owned, and Washington is 5.5% owned. Let's win some money, boys. Also, welcome in, Big Red. I appreciate you joining the Discord, brother. You need anything, feel free to at me at any time. We are going to have a lot of late swap news, a lot of news we're not going to get till after the slate locks. And there we go. Tim Hardaway Jr. has been ruled out, and the Pistons are starting Asar Thompson. I think Asar looks great now, gentlemen. Asar looks great now. I want to be above the field on Asar Thompson big time now. Of course, Kyle. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. No, I don't like Wendell at all. Like, I will not. I can almost guarantee you I will have 0% Wendell Carter in over 300 lineups I'm running today. Yeah, that's my wife there, Kyle. She gets mad because I'm always on my phone trying to help people win money. That's my passion, though. I want to see you guys take down. Did something happen? Because my stream's telling me I only have 3 people watching. Yeah. Yeah, Don. Preferably add him if you can, but if you can't, take Asar Thompson. I just ran it and I got 57% Asar Thompson. Here's my most owned players personally: Buddy Hield, Trae Young, Amon Thompson, Laurie Markkinen, Darius Garland, Jalen Green, Trace Jackson Davis, Asar Thompson, Karis LeVert, Jared Allen. Every one of those guys I had over 50% owned. Every one of those guys I had over 50% owned, guys. Now I'm going to tinker with that some because I don't want that high on some of those guys, but A lot of them I do. And I did get 20% Kyle Anderson. Don, you said in the Discord somebody's taken down today. Who's taken down? Is it you or is it somebody else? I don't know who you think's taken down. I don't care for anybody from that game, 8. I'm pretty much trying to exclude that game. I mean, Nas is okay. He's going to need to be out there because Rudy Gobert's just been Swiss cheese on defense, so I can see the path. Whew, I just reran and got 61% Nikola Jovic. I like Nikola today, but I don't like him that much. And for some reason, I got 1% Paulo Banchero. Like, why? Trace's ownership, I think he'll be pretty chalky. Well, not near as bad as I thought. Only 6.3% right now, according to Line Star. You can see it if I can move my big ass head out of the way. I never liked Ron Holland, bro. I mean, just being honest, I just Ron Holland. I don't think he's that good of a basketball player. I look at the projection though. Yeah, like my projection's higher in Line Stars. I got him at 11. I got him at 12. I can't play Ron Holland today. Garland, Green, Almond, Hami, Allen. Yo, I really like that, Ronnie. Really, really like that. Go Bears ownership, probably nothing. 6.6%, which is honestly higher than I thought it would be. Power forward, last spot, FanDuel for 6,800. Let's take a look. I'm assuming you already have Trace Jackson Davis. If it's not, it's Trace Jackson Davis by a mile. Outside of that, you got some options. Denny looks solid. Draymond Green looks solid, and Tobias Harris looks solid. If it was me, I'd probably go Draymond. But Trace Jackson Davis by far Unless you already got him, then it's Draymond, followed by Harris. Draymond is 21.9% owned. He's kind of chalky. Who's ready for Lindy Waters to ruin the slate? I just checked and I only have 1% Lindy Waters. So if anybody's gonna ruin it, it will be him. Yeah, it's a bit mind-blowing, isn't it? "25 years, I can't say thank you to every single one of you enough. If you have questions, please ask them. That is why I'm here. I want to help you win." I think Isaiah Collier's playable today. I mean, is he my favorite pick? No, but he's definitely playable. I truly love them both, Chubbs, but if I did have to pick one, it would be Thompson. I just think his upside is insane. Cole Anthony on DK, yeah, definitely playable at 5,800. Definitely playable. I like him as a play there. I really like Jovic and Max Strus today as your get different plays, boys. Give me just a second, Ronnie. I'm entering my DK lineup right now, and then I will let you know. I only play single entry on DK, so it's easier to just do it on my phone. Already got enough going on in the background with 74 different Excel files open for FanDuel. I can't double it and do it for DK as well. I'd go insane. Oh, cool. I hit enter on my lineup and the DK app crashed. Did it enter it? Yeah, it did. You're looking for a $4,900 forward. See if we can find one. let's see here. Forward 4,900. Oops. What did I do? Gonna be a Sar Thompson by a mile. A Sar Thompson or Max Strus. A Sar Thompson is #1 by far. But if you already have him in your lineup, it's going to be Max Strus or Nikola Jovic. I think Jovic and Strus are both far too underowned, and I love them both. I know you play on DK, so I'm assuming you're asking for DK, right, Don? On DK, Curry is 21% owned. And the most owned guys on DK are Buddy Hield, Amon Thompson, KD, Karis LeVert, and TJD. Devin Booker as well. All of those guys are above 25% owned. Five minutes to lock, guys. Get your lineups in. I'm being petty. I really like today's slate, Don. I feel like we have some good pivots with Jovic and Strus. I do. Three minutes lock, guys. If you got questions, get them in. But hey, we got 20-something people in here. I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you. I value your time. I appreciate you spending your time watching me, and I hope that I can help you win some money. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We do these shows nearly every day. And join our Discord. It's completely free, linked in the chat. It is down below in the description. You can @ me in there, and I will help you anytime you need help. Good luck, Kyle. Any other Heat players that stand out on the board? No. I mean, Tyler Hero looks okay, but I like a lot of dudes around his price range more. Hey, as always, I want to see your lineup. After it locks, of course. Of course, Ronnie. That's why I'm here. Thank you guys. I wouldn't be able to be here if you guys weren't watching. I'd just be sitting here looking at the screen. But if there's no further questions, I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. I want to see one of you guys take down. Who's it going to be? Alright, we'll see you later, guys. Good luck. If you need me, I'm in the Discord as always. Just @ me at any time. Later, guys.